Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bitcoin struggling to hold 75,000. I've been on a long since 8 in the morning. It's been up and down. The NASDAQ we gave a long played out pretty nicely. Let's take a look at what's happening here on the day here for BTC. 75,100. You can see I'm in a long right here, not hiding nothing. I'm down 135 inside this flag. I want to see it do damage, baby. And then we talked about the Tech 100. My target was there at 26,841. We went to 26,827. Out the flag to the upside. I moved my stop, and I eventually took profits right around here if you got into this NASDAQ flag. So we gave 2 trades this morning, one on the NASDAQ, one on Bitcoin. C98 is getting tight too as well. 21 above the 200. Looks like it might make a bit of a move here. I've been watching it closely. It's an altcoin. All right, there's just a lot of action. The daily is good as long as the daily stays above this key level. We're going to talk about all the sauce for you today. Is that a higher low for Bitcoin going to break out this high? Looks like it is. Low, low, higher low, 3 higher lows in a row for BTC. So let's bring down that music a bit. Let's talk to the chat. How's everybody doing? Shout out to Rave Song Records. Shout out to Sean Plays, Boondock Saint, Underground Cryptos, that Blues Guy. Greetings from the welding floor. Let's go lifers. Shout out to the welders out there. Keep your face mask on. I know welders that don't use that burn their eyes out. They want to be old school. Keep that mask on, man. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all my hardworking union people, my pipe fitters, my iron workers, carpenters, everybody out there. God bless you. And Marcus giving 5 memberships every single day now without fail. Marcus, thank you so much. It's very nice of you. You don't have to do that, but you do. We did a member stream in the Lambo the other day. Maybe I'll just do it in the garage recently because every time I do it with the car driving, I lose service. It's like a bad service area. Or I could just go to a different area where there's better service. I'll take you to the beach or something. 72.5, we're 72.2. We're still in this, and this could still be a massive squeeze back to the upside here to 77,000. Right now, when you look at BOOKMAP, it does suggest low-hanging fruit at 76.6 and up to 79.8. Or sorry, 78.9. No, 79.8. Yeah, no, 78.9. Sorry, 79,000. Still a big, but a lot of people that went long there, and their stop losses and liquidations right down there at 70,000. But we still have some price action above us that could pump. And we're still inside this bull flag, technically above the 200 moving average. You're playing with it very tight here on the 1 minute time frame. So I've been in this trade since right around here. And this thing, right when it was about to break out, I saw this flag here. I got in, we were up, it started to pump, came back down. Now it's just been kind of sideways price action for a while now in some chop. Building a possible move. Oil doesn't look good to me. Last time I looked at oil, it looked like it was going to go further to the downside in a descending triangle there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder below the 200, touching the 21. I see a target at 80 for oil, telling us that there's going to be some bullish news here for the Strait of Hormuz. You know what I mean? So far, the latest news is that we took the Iran tried to go through it. Our Navy said, no, you're not going to be doing that. And they grabbed it up and said, no. So that's kind of where we sit, everybody. That's where we stand. I used to stand, now I sit. Interesting. I was just thinking about that. Anyway, let's take a look at the big picture for Bitcoin. Let's do our top down. So right now, I'm in a long right now. If you want a long with me, you get in right now with the stop below 74,491. And we look to get to 77,000 for the move. And that's it. There's really no other special sauce here. I'm not, and I'm still sticking with it. I've been in this long enough to hold on, baby. And we did not get stopped out in the long. As I got in there, you can see my stop was clearly never touched. I said it to the group many times. No stop loss got hit so far. Can we get the pump? It looks like we just might. It would be so cool if we pump the second I come live. We get the move to the upside. Bang, bang, bang to the upside, boys. Let's get it. I saw the Lambo on Saturday looking good. How did you see the Lambo? Was I out on Saturday? I saw the Lambo on Saturday looking good. How did you see the Lambo? I don't think, was I out on Saturday? Trying to think. Did I take the Lambo out on Saturday? No, last time I was out on my Lambo was when I was alone. It was like Thursday. Dude, Bitcoin getting a massive pump to the upside, putting us in the green, in the trade. The second I said, can it pump? The second I go live, it did. It's as if they answered my call. They were like, you know what, Willy Woo, pump this for Sammy to the upside. Nice little pump there for Bitcoin off the 200 with the 21 getting into place. And we're finally flipping this trade green. Can we get the move, though, and make our day pay? All right. Yeah, how did you see the Lambo? I don't think I had it out on Saturday. Sam showed up at Bitcoin Center Pumping. It's always waiting for you. The boat show. Yeah, I didn't take the Lambo to the boat show. I took the Escalade. Yes, I did not have the Lamborghini out on Saturday, so I don't know how you saw it. Maybe you saw somebody else in a Lambo. I don't know. But just tell me. I'm really trying to have a real conversation with you. Aaron Leone. Maybe you saw it last Saturday? Bro, I just signed up and you were explaining your long precisely the way I set up mine. You're the man. God bless you, man. I hope everything's going well for you there. He saw a picture of it. Okay. Someone has been posting it, you know what I mean? Because it's whatever. I don't want to talk about it. It's about this and you guys. It's not about me and material things that really are going to turn into dust, you know, and rust, right? That Lambo's not going to last 70 years. Maybe if you keep it inside the garage, but you know what I'm saying. For the most part, it is our family and our life and our connection to God, man. That's all that matters. Sam Price pump for Bitcoin. We're starting to get the move. Did the NASDAQ respond as well? No, it's funny. Usually they move together, right? Recently, they've been back at, you know what I mean? Like the NASDAQ pumped this morning and then Bitcoin dumped. Then the NASDAQ started to dump, but Bitcoin, you know, they haven't been moving together for whatever reason. They've been playing games. Games, I tell you, games. Playing games. So look, I want the 21 at the white. And BTC, I need you guys to put this in there so it can hang out. I don't want to do this every dang day. Please, for the love of trading, make your smooth line the same as your line, in case you wanted to know. So we call that first little move there on the NASDAQ. Shout out to anyone that did take the trade. Didn't get stopped out either. Neither of these trades got stopped out. NASDAQ actually tells you to long here on the 15-minute time frame. It says, hey, take the long. We're going to get good news. We're going to pump. And we could pump to the upside here. I like price action to fall into price or fall into position here. We get the limit order. Always try to limit it if you can. It saves a lot of money by limiting in. That says we can go to 27,233. Stop below 26.14. 26,614. I like this trade right here because it's, you know, it's got all the bells and whistles. You got a nice support of resistance here too as well that you could kind of hang on. Let's see what I'm, and this is the NASDAQ Tech 100, folks. 800 for 25. I like it. Always double click this right before you get in. Just, we want to hammer that price on there. We want to get in. All right, wait for the limit order to hit. Limit me in, boys. Limit me in. Wait for that limit order to hit. We'll see what happens. Is it going to hit? We need to come down. Price has to come meet us. If it keeps pumping, we don't get it. We're going to have to limit it. You know, you have to move the limit order. I tell you what, it's expensive if you mark it in. It can be expensive. Really want that to slip down into the limit. To get a limit, you need to be below price. Price has to come to you. It's just how it works. You got to wait for a dippage in there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, it got so close. I'm usually impatient. Oh my gosh. And then the thing is, I'm usually really good at when price is about to move. 75,450 for Bitcoin, in case you're wondering. We are trading the NASDAQ. You can trade any asset in the world with what I teach you. From Forex to the NASDAQ, you know, Euro, GDP, you know, whatever you want. Euro, NASDAQ, GDP, NASDAQ. You know, you can make it happen. You just got to look at it. Oh, come on. Give me that price. Give me that price. Look at this. It doesn't it always feel like it's you versus the game? Like it's always you. Come on. Oh. Limit me in, baby. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was crazy. Limit me in, boy. And sometimes I delete it, go back in again. Limit me in right there. Come on. We just need a little slide. Okay, here it goes. Wow, they won't give me my price. They just won't give me my buy, man. Come on now. You just tapped it. It tapped my price action. You're going to make me miss this trade? if I don't mark it in now. Anyway, I changed the limit to somewhere right there. I would have been hit by now. This is crazy, right? It's like, is it like, it does feel like conspiracy theory sometimes when you're trading, does it not? And see, the angst of the limit, they make you want to mark it in. They make you feel like you got to mark it in. I already would have been in the money had they limited me in right there. Tap, tap, peasy. Huh. So you take off the trade. You confirm you cancel the pending order. You go back in again. This takes extreme patience to limit in. Anyone could mark it in. So limit in is the key, though. That's how you can save your life. It's not easy. They make it difficult. They make it very difficult. We went 800 for 2,400 there on that trade. 720 for 19 now. If you can catch it right at the moment, you can catch it. Like some days you'll get it right at the order and you'll get in. All right, let's see if I get my limit order now. Okay, I got my price. Gave me, the second it changed, the second I limited in, look at that, they tapped it down. Not what I usually like to do. I like to be in perfectly. But that's why I like MEXC and weeks, man. You know, really good entries there on the limits, you know. So we're still in this trade. It's doing damage. It's up $100. I like it. We've broken out. We're at 75,474. Finally. Let's finish our top-down analysis for BTC. But if you took this trade in the trading group, you'd be okay. And then last night, we went over the fact that the 1 hour was bouncing off this tweezer bottom here, did we not? And that gave us a beautiful move to the upside, buying that secondary candle. You can see last night, remember, we were in the money on that pump to the upside there on the long. So always living in gratitude. Shout out to everybody here. Stay in gratitude. That is the key to living a beautiful life, is to be grateful for everything. Stay in the present moment. If you, in the future, you're worrying, what's going to happen? How can I handle all these things? You're not going to know. There's so many things coming your way. If you look at the past, I messed this up. In the past, I didn't do too well, and you get anxiety from all your failures, and then you start thinking, I'm going to do this again. You got to stay right here, right now, in the present moment. You smell that lemon. All right. You smell the lemon. You put the lemon in the water, and you say, listen, I'm going to stay right here. The lemon is the smell of presence. It's the presence. So you're right there in the present time. All right. And this trade just went against me immediately. And that's kind of what I just made this morning, 160 on a scalp. So we'll see, though. It's going to take a time. You don't know. I got to let it do its thing. All right. Don't stress the trade until it's finished off. Bitcoin doing damage. I like this 75.5. If it can stay above 75.5, we have a chance here for the win. Hello, sir. Long-term buy. Is it a good time? Should I wait? Thank you. I won't tell you what to do with your money. I think it's a great time to buy Bitcoin, personally. You do whatever makes you happy. I think it is a really good time to buy BTC. I really do. We're going to take a look at the assets here. You can see, BTCC, one of the oldest exchanges in the game. All right. And what we're going to do is transfer a little fiat over here from wallet to spot. About 5,000. Confirm, right? Go to spot. And, I'm going to purchase Bitcoin in front of you just to show you how much I love Bitcoin and show you that I'm not afraid to buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin right now in front of you. I got to keep a little fee out there. So 5,000 even. We'll keep the $12 out. And I'm going to buy Bitcoin here. You could limit, you could mark it. It doesn't really matter. This is a long-term hold, and that's going to be 0.066 Bitcoin. You know how many people will never buy that much Bitcoin in their life? And that's already been done. Look, we filled in. Look, we buy Bitcoin. All right, you can see how much Bitcoin I'm buying. It's we don't play games. 2,000, 5,000, 5,000. There's another order right there. Bang. Filled, baby, filled. Hold on, wait. Make sure that filled. You can see it's all Bitcoin buys. Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. 67.8, 67. You know what I mean? I just keep buying it. I still got the open order here. I was about to say they didn't close this order just yet. And it's ripping. And what I'm going to do now is just confirm the cancel. I don't have time. I just don't. And whether I'm marketing or not, it doesn't really matter. Order total 5,000. We're going to buy that 0.066 BTC there at 565. And now that order went through. Market order 5,000. 75,558 they gave me, okay? And that's going to be for my kids for the next 10 years. 10 years from now, they're going to have more Bitcoin, folks. You got to be able to buy more Bitcoin. All right? So nobody buys more Bitcoin live than me, man. I tell you what, man. So let's finish off with our top-down analysis. Let's break it down. And again, that commitment, that buy, that's going to be what makes me really rich in 10 years from now. You know, not all the biggest leverage trades, not all the awesome action. It's going to be just the slow DCA when everyone is not paying attention. That's really what's going to pay the trader, man, over time. If we can win these leverage trades on top of it, make extra money, and buy more Bitcoin with the leverage profits, that's all that I trade leverage for, is for more Bitcoin. That's it. There's really no other way, okay? That's it for me. Bitcoin, 75,600, getting the pump to the upside. If you stayed with me today and did not get stopped out, did not get crazy, you are now in the money. Is the NASDAQ playing with us? And this is BTCC. We are hooking you up. It's in 12 days. 3 beautiful traders will win an awesome Rolex. And you don't have to have a requirement. You just have to touch the button and trade. It's very simple. I can't wait to hook whoever gets those. I hope the people that deserve them the most get them. You know what I mean? If you have to sell it to pay rent, hey, it is what it is. I get it. That might be the best blessing you ever had. But however I can help you, I went live every single day. The exchanges respect and love me now. If I can use my notoriety to help you get a Rolly, let's go, baby. That's what I'm here for, to help other people have a great life. So let's continue to push every single day here. Let's go back to brass tacks. Let's take a look at our monthly trade. Let's slow down. Let's take a deep breath. Bitcoin back at 75,550. Not really running the gambit today. A lot of ups and downs on this price action. It's been tough. It's been tough. I was about to say, where's my trade? I forgot that I was on spot. And I'm like, dude, I was like, 13,000. I just lost all this money. And remember, we're in a bigger trade here on the NASDAQ on the 15. We're looking for the 50-minute to do damage here. Stay above its 200 moving average and get a move. We don't want to see a massive stop hunt right back down to this key area. Okay? It is an area where a lot of people will get hunted, but it's also a beautiful place for protection if we get a bounce off the bottom trend line. Not totally in love with it right now, and the NASDAQ's it's pretty sketchy this morning. So we'll see. I made 180. I already gave back some of it, so we'll see what happens. Can Bitcoin hold me down today? I don't know, man. It's been tough. This has been chop. I don't care who you are. Some of the best traders I've been watching recently, they're in chop too. You know what I mean? Where do you find that page? I'll give you the link right here. But all you got to do is just sign up. But I'll give you the link right here. It should be also in the description of our videos, you know. I made a bot, and I have it listened to you every day. It says your TA is spot on. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sammy Shaw setting up on the 1 minute for Bitcoin. I like it. I like it. Let's take a look at the 1 minute time frame. I see what you're saying, because you're tapping the 21 right when you're above the 200 and a bit of a little flag here. And that's what we want to see. We want to see that thing punch. You do not want to lose the 21 or the 200. If you do that, it means that we did not get a real rally today. We got a fake out, and the bears are going to take over. We're going to know in the next 10 minutes here what happens to Bitcoin. And again, I don't love trading Mondays. Usually I let Mondays just do their thing, but I did see the model and it was interesting, so I snatched it. We had a good night last night as well, so the weekend was good to us. I made a nice scalp in the morning. So first things first, the monthly is breaking out of a monthly range. To me, it's broken outside of the range. And as I showed you guys, every time I've seen a top trend line break, it's been the beginning of a pretty big move for Bitcoin. Now imagine missing out if Bitcoin rips all the way back to 115K because you were told it was going lower. Maybe it does go lower. We'll be able to see that. We'll lose the 4-hour 200. Things will happen that will tell us we're bearish, folks. And if we don't take a day off, and I do the TA every single day, we're going to be okay. So I see start of a right shoulder, bro, but I'm waiting for it to form. CME gap is a magnet. Yeah, we also have CME up at 80K, right? At $80,000. That's where the CME gap is. BOOKMAP really not in our favor today. It tells us there's a little bit of, uptrend. Yeah, but it does say we can get to 80K, but there's still a lot of liquidity below us. Accumulation. I love it. When you know. This is the day to make money. Buying Dios. Let's go, Sam. Let's go, people. God bless you, man. To save some time and setting up your indicator, click the default button and set as a new default so you don't have to change the settings every time. 100%. Yeah, right here, you set up indicators, and you just go up here and you create templates, man. And your templates are all right here. Yeah. I don't know if you're talking to me or who. I don't know. Yeah. They all plan to buy 40K in October. Everyone thinks they're going to go to 40K in October, and all they have to do is sit and wait, and they're going to get lower prices. I'll tell you what, the masses have never got the prices they thought they were going to get. And when we were at 5, it's a better time to buy than at 29. I'll tell you that right now. We were down at 60. We're already up at 75,000. We're already up 25% on the buys that we made at 60, 61. Maybe, yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Like 15 times 4 is 60K, and you're up 15,000 on 60,000 right now. Bitcoin at 75.5, baby. And this could be the pump right now that we're waiting on. It should pump right off the 21 right now. We should get a move right now to the upside. The NASDAQ should follow. It'd be weird to lose the NASDAQ trade. The Bitcoin and the NASDAQ trade should both pump today. Oil doesn't look good to me. It looks like it's falling to the downside. We got this descending triangle for oil, shoulder, head, right shoulder. You're below the 200, touching the 21. We long this the opposite way, so it's telling us that oil should be dropping down to 79. So we should get some news. I'm joining you. We're setting up the 22, and I had to do it all the time. Yeah, that website is making me set it up all the time. Yeah, they don't remember my setup for whatever reason. Yeah, like their widget isn't remembering what's happening. Maybe it's a setting that I have to put in. But, it should just keep it. You said, I am joining you. We're setting up the 21. I had to do it all the time. Thought this would help. Too many people calling for lower, like being at the top saying it's higher. It's do the opposite. The fear and greed was too low in the single digits. Yeah, I learned that mistake my first bull run. Price never got to the area all the experts said it would drop to. Short oil, baby, somebody says. I don't know, man. Today's tough. Already I could feel like, I just, Mondays, man, always throw me off. I love Monday afternoon, man. That's when I really start to get busy. Monday afternoon. Monday night is one of my favorite times to open up. Usually a long, too. It could be a short, but it's usually a long for whatever reason. And the last 7-8 months, Monday night, Tuesday night, beautiful longs. So I'm looking at the 2-week chart. The 2-week chart, too, is coming to support a resistance. I told you guys this many times. Unless the 2-week chart could close a candle below resistance, you have to stay bullish. And it stayed above 64.5. This candle body came up and it closed at 64.220. And you can see resistance, let me just make it really apparent, but you can see resistance. You got above it. You came back to revisit it, but you did not close a 2-week candle below resistance. You know what I mean? The same right here. Everyone was bearish, but I'm like, but you didn't close above resistance. Like you held support. So how can you be bearish at support? You're not making sense to me. Right? What I don't like right now is this. The weekly candle had a wick, but it was very small. See? I would have liked a deeper wick to the upside, but that is 3 white shoulders. 1, 2, 3. That's a known reversal pattern. This is a W. I've heard nobody discuss the W. And the W's measured move takes you to 87,000, which is through the gap of the VRVP. I mean, it's screaming we're going to 87K. Grateful to be in the right place for the start of the bull run. Circle stock on the daily, please. Thank you, Lifer. Shout out to the real Don D. Thank you for coming on in. Sam, my son's name is also Sam. Coincidence. I love it. He's learning crypto. He started watching your channel. He loves you very, very much. 18 years old. Blessings, Sam. I'm grateful. God bless you, man. And may your son continue to learn and continue to push and put God first and put other people first. Because if you put others first, somehow, some way, you'll win. Dang, struggling, only down 13 now. It tells me, that's not what I wanted to happen. Now that trade just doesn't look, it doesn't look like it's supposed to look. This wasn't supposed to happen like this. You see? And very little risk on a Monday. Do not go hard on a Monday. It's about risk management. I can lose 7 out of 10 trades, folks. You couldn't see me lose most of my trades and still be profitable. You don't understand that because risk management it doesn't make sense to people that don't do it all the time. You could see me really lose most of my trades and I'm still going to be up or break even, not lose money if I do the right thing. You see? Can you look at CELR? Shout out to Tori, man. It's so funny, man. You've been on CELR all the time. Remember I told you I was never a fan? Never really came to fruition, did it? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest, right? It was really going to make a decentralized cellular network. I mean, a lot of this stuff, and it compete with, AT&T and Verizon. Let's just get real, man. A lot of this stuff was unrealistic completely. They were going to make these. Remember the Hive project, and they were going to make HNT, and they were going to make the internet, and you're going to buy those little things. Man, that never panned out. None of that stuff panned out, man. The infrastructure was not there. It was all just a dream. Yeah. So crazy how it all plays out like that. So the weekly looks good. As long as we can get a green close on the weekly. I don't like this big wick bouncing off the 200. Off the 21, but it's okay. 5-day chart is getting back above the 200 moving average. I told you, if we can close above this, the last time we did it, it was the beginning of a massive move for Bitcoin. The last 2 times we closed above the 5-day 200. The beginning of a massive move for Bitcoin. So this is a little secret indication that no one really pays attention to. I'm one of the only guys that uses the 5-day and the 200 on the 5-day. So you won't see this anywhere else. This is exclusive to the Lifer channel. The 3-day, let's take a look at the 3-day now. Honestly, if I look at the 3-day, to me, it looks like it's forming a bit of an uptrending, like kind of a rising wedge that could break up parabolic now. You see, like I'm looking for the 21 to curve up, hit price, and then for us to hit through this gap. Come on, baby, all the way to 90,000. That's the measured move if you take the length of this. The base here, you flip it up here, it says it can get all the way up to about 90,000 Bitcoin, BTC. All love always, UG. Love to the big homie. Head and shoulder 4 hours lining up nicely against the HTF trend line on the logarithmic chart. You mean inverted head and shoulder or real head and shoulder? 60K soon, TikTok. Yikes. Lower than 60K soon. Holy. The NQ took a beat down? No. Oh, wow. Right to 700. Yeah. It's all right, though. It's still, that could wick back into the trend line. No stop loss. No stress. No stress. If you put what you're willing to lose and you know your risk management, there should be no stress at all. You should just take it one step at a time and stay calm. Bitcoin's still holding. We're still green on the trade, which is crazy. It's just look at the chop today. Chop. They're trying to chop up the small time traders on the heavy leverage. That's why you don't trade heavy leverage, man. Anyway, the 5-day, the 3-day, and back to the daily. And this daily, I like what I'm seeing on the daily. So let's talk about the daily right now. It's in an uptrend, clearly. And it's in a bit of a rising wedge, right? Rising wedges can break down 68% of the time, but when the 21 curves up and you see price actually getting tight with the 200 looming, many times we get a pump up to this key area. So I'm looking for a bounce to 85,000. And I have to be honest, this could be a perfect long right now with a stop right here below like that wick. You know what I mean? You could use an extra, like right there, that wick right there. I'm showing you this wick right here on the candle on the 10th of April. You use that wick for protection and then see if you can get all the way to the target there. It's about a 2.86 risk-reward ratio, a little bit below a 3. Well, and that could take some time. But all we want to see is Bitcoin close today like strong. We don't want it to give back a lot of gains. We want it to kind of, honestly, today I want to see chop all day long. I want to see Bitcoin chop. I want to see it close somewhere in this area and then the next green candle move back to the top of the channel. At that point, we'll get tight. What I'd like to see is more of an ascending triangle. You see, this is what we talked about yesterday when everyone was getting bearish. I said, but there could be a bounce. We should map out the possibility of this ascending triangle breaking out and doing damage, right? And that heads us right to $85,906. So I like what I'm seeing for BTC. Very important this candle doesn't turn red and start to dump on us. And then, your bearish scenario is this turns into a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and we don't get a nice consolidation for the next 4 days. You see what I mean? The charts are going to give us the information if we just stay patient. Last night, the call was to long that first tweezer top on, the second this started to close green. You could have front run it or waited for it to close. And that was a 12 o'clock close. That was a green close. Same with the 1 hour. Once we got that close, boom. That trade's still the money if you took the long here with a stop below the wick, like we talked about last night on the stream, a live trade that we gave you. So you can't say, oh, he did this, he said that. No, I was live when I did it. So there's nothing else you could say. Like it's documented as a long. If you're still in it, you would still be in the money. And what we're looking for here is some type of inverted head and shoulder on the 1 hour, right? Again, you're going to be in a tight range because if everything goes well and we're bullish, I see us only headed to the top, then coming back down and getting tight inside the triangle, right? 75,000 is so key that we hold above that level. And you can see how we whittle this down. Now we go to the 15. There's the same flag that we were looking at, and then you go to the 5. And you can see why I was initially bullish for Bitcoin, because we had ourselves right here a bit of an ascending triangle. It faked out, came down, faked out, did a bunch of insanity. And now you could almost say, like, it's in like a bigger channel. It's almost in a rising wedge channel here. And, I'm just looking for this to break out. If the 5 minute loses the 200 moving average, even for a second, or starts to stop hunt, we know that the overall momentum is starting to slow off. And this is not what you don't want to see that. If this can stay here above the 21, above the 200, we have a big chance of a move. But Bitcoin back at 75.2 now, struggling. Wow. And both trades kind of in the dumpy here. This one lost the trend line. Doesn't look good at all to me. It's been like such a battle, man. It's not over yet until you get snapped out. So we'll see. I took this account from like 34 to 45,000, so it's been up. We actually hit 46,000 recently. Then I'll trade weeks for a while, leave it alone. You know what I mean? That way I'm not over trading an account. I kind of like hit some wins, leave it alone for a while. Hit some wins, leave it alone for a while. Tend to help me for whatever reason do better in trading when I kind of leave leave that actual whole account alone for a couple of days after some wins. So I'm still in a long here for Bitcoin. I'm still looking for the bounce out this flag. I'm still looking for the 1 minute to cash in, baby. And it's technically still a long right here with a possible stop below the beginning of the triangle at 75,536. Take a look at what's happening here around the market, around the horn. Bitcoin up 4.53% in a week, which is great. For an asset as big as it is, $1.5 trillion market cap on 4.5%, a lot of money came into Bitcoin. XRP up 6%, BNB up 3%. Solana up 2% on the week, right? So a little bit of movement here on the bigger boys. Edge, I heard about a little bit earlier today. Chili's, Siren back in the mix. I won't touch it, though. It's been up and down. CanCC has held 15 for a long time now. Funny, Polymarket, you thought, because Polymarket came out and Pole was there, you thought Pole would do way better than it did. It got no real big price action after Polymarket. It's so weird to me. Aster, I like Aster long term. I really do. I've never really, faded on that. Nexo, we used to trade really a lot. It was nice. Aerodrome's one of my favorite long-term holds. Chainlink, I love it. I think it's going to be implemented into the bigger system. I think it has a place in broader blockchain. Like when we get into regulations, I think, Chainlink has the connection to the regulators. They have a way to make it compliant. You know what I mean? So Chainlink to me is going to be the one. I gave you Dexy at 350. It's at 1418. I talked about it numerous times, gave you multiple ideas with it. Shout out to anyone that got into Dexy. And if you're in my trading group, shout out to the elite traders and everyone in here. We are just banging on it. Like, look at this, 70%. The cup and handle, the low, massive pump on the daily. Took a couple weeks, but it played out nicely to the upside. And we got guys giving you guys this stuff all the time. Look at HUSDT. In at 9 out of 13 for 781% gains. So the gains are rolling in, man. And you know what I mean? That was the same trade that continued to the upside. Gun had a massive candle. My man took it for 135 from 1.16 to 1.8. But Gun had a huge pump. Yeah. What do you think about the NASDAQ? My sitter said a fake pump at the end of the week. We will see a correction at 25.2. Then we could pump. I've been backing on BN. One of my biggest problems and patience. Just felt to say that. Hey, God bless you, man. Yeah. High chance the CME gap be filled by today or tomorrow. I don't know. I don't really put much into that. It looks good to me, but I don't know. Right? Dumpy out of, why are you out of the short if it's dumpy? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you want to stay in the short? I'm confused. And there we go. This has been how it's been all morning. It's been up, it's been dump, come back. 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 It's been, and this is that Monday morning insanity, honestly. That looks like it's going to come for me. Only time will tell. All right. If you change the chart to logarithmic and look at the HCI frame and see how the 4-hour headed show is lining up, I'd be seriously concerned, guys. I don't know why you'd change it to logarithmic. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Someone said a massive oil candle. They're just playing games with this stuff, man, back and forth today on the morning. Just seeing how many people they could wreck first. I truly believe that until they get this thing on the way. Like, why, dude, earlier today, just out of nowhere, ripped it. It's been, and again, this is Monday trading. That's why I don't put a lot of weight on it. Actually, this was a pretty big trade for me on the NASDAQ compared to my normal trades, right? Did they really just send the Tech 100 all the way down and snipe me out? They did, right? Oh my God. That's crazy. Just went right to the area. It's like, but that's okay. I mean, now I don't lose thousands of dollars. See, you go for a small amount, you go for there. You got a $45,000 account, you lose $800. You're gonna be all right. Can we check out Quant? Thank you. It's all news driven, Sam. It's been crazy. I don't know what they're saying today. It's definitely been way harder to trade recently in the last 2 months than it has ever been. You know, the same system, the same strategies, the same stuff I use, and you just got to be more careful. So you win if you keep trading, but you got to trade more because you got to get like 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? I got to make it flip, but news is extremely hawkish. This isn't a bullish side. Come on, guys, please, man. Are you serious? News is hawkish. Just look at the charts. You lose the 200 moving average, you get out. You gain it, you stay in. Like, it's very simple stuff. Yeah, don't the TA will play in with the news. They'll play in together. I mean, that's a head and shoulder right there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. You lost the 200 moving average. The 21 pointing down. Got some bear div. Like, it didn't pan out yet again. Like, nice tight price action. Beautiful. Consolidation. And it's not over till you either get stopped out or you hit the target. Or you take profits. I tell you, I usually don't even trade Monday. I don't know what made me trade. I saw the model, but I got to tell myself just not trade anything, you know. False move Monday, up and down, crazy. Thank the Orange Man Lifer. I mean, it's been insane. And we'll ask AI for the newest news. I mean, we're not the insiders, right? We don't know what they're going to say, so it's like they get to do whatever they want. I mean, someone opened up a massive $50 million short, I believe. I did see that. You know, the Trump insider, we always say, like, yeah, 74.9 now. Now you lose 75,000. So it was kind of like a pump up to get you to go short. Drag in the longs, like, it's been brutal, man. Yeah, so really no news from last night. Let's just see if anything new is coming out. So we knew that we took the 900-foot Tuska near the Strait of Hormuz after it allegedly tried to evade American naval blockade. Stating U.S. forces to fire on the engine room where the crew ignored warnings. The White House released video of the operation. Comes amid high tensions in the ongoing U.S. conflict. A temporary 2-week ceasefire, right? Trump described the U.S. position as position of strength, claiming that U.S. Navy has been destroyed, 158 ships sunk, and that the war is going swimmingly and should be ending pretty soon. He has repetitively said he's offering Iran a very fair, reasonable deal, but added no more, Mr. Nice Guy. U.S. negotiations, including Vice President J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner are headed to Islamabad, Pakistan today and Monday for the next round of direct talks with Iran. Trump has indicated he may consider lifting the Hormuz blockade as a goodwill gesture to help break the deadlock. Iran has condemned the ship seizure as piracy and vowed a swift response. Tehran continues to reject key U.S. demands, especially on its nuclear program, while insisting it will not be blackmailed. Markets are reacting with rising oil prices due to the Hormuz situation and the looming ceasefire deadline. Trump has pushed back. News could come in a second and rip oil back down, send Bitcoin back up. That's why it's kind of hovering here, like we're not taking a massive dump yet. We're just sitting. I don't like that we lost the trend line. To me, that is bearish. You got to hold the trend. You got to hold the trend. To me, like news or no news, again, lately they've been doing this and then ripping the price right back to the upside. Definitely playing on people that aren't calmly trading with proper risk. If you're trading with proper risk, you don't even care because you've already set this up all up in advance. You don't really care. Okay? I can't believe the NASDAQ, though, what a shady, just ripped me out of my chair there immediately. That's why I don't trade Mondays, man, most of the time. So whack. Trump just said no extension on the ceasefire. Chop is not a dump. Finally caught a silver gain and closing oil short. Nothing crazy, but at least it's gains after Chop City this AM. God bless you, man. Good for you, brother. So let's look at our most bearish scenario, folks, because I'm just, I gave it to you straight up, but let's say we were bears and we're looking for a nasty move down. Let's just say, and we called that beautiful pump. Ever since then, it's just been nasty, right? Like this could end up becoming a descending triangle and just dumping on us. You see, and then it's kind of a shoulder, head, shoulder there. So doesn't look amazing. I have to be honest. And it's like a lower high for Bitcoin. I would wait for it to fill out the bottom of the flag first. But if in the next 10 hours we do this, right? And then you're going to see a wick on the daily candle. It's not going to be strong. The daily candle is going to give back most of its green. So NASDAQ closed the CME gap and started a dump right after. So crazy. God bless the children lost in the Louisiana. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I didn't even know about it, but, a moment of silence for those children in Louisiana. Sorry to hear that, man. I know nothing. I didn't hear about it, so I try to stay away from a lot of the crazy news that can hurt your stomach and hurt your heart because it's so vicious out here. So you can see, like, we called this nice bounce. So it's pretty clear to me, like, you get this move on out, you consolidate into a nicer flag. It's like the daily and the 4-hour doing their thing. You stay inside here, you're going to dump further down to 68,009. Once we go back below 70K, it's going to be pretty depressing for a lot of people. They're going to realize that this was the high at 77, 78, right? And that we're not going great, And honestly, there's a symmetrical triangle there you can kind of see. If you make this line look, you can see we're in this very tight channel. So even the 1 hour looks like it could make a big move anytime soon. It's very tight. You see that? I like the 21 above the 200. And look, we shot back up a little bit here off the low. It's going to bearishly retest, make a right shoulder, or is it going to spike right back up into the price action? I can't wait to see those calling for sub 50K get sidelined and left behind. Think history will repeat exactly as it has in the all-massive challenge in the past 2 years. It will turn back around at 74,800. The most disturbing part of Louisiana news was it was his own kid and one of the other one that wasn't. So sad, man. Yeah, how do you do stuff like that, man? Dump it so you could buy more. Hey, I'd take a $48,000 Bitcoin and have no problems with it for my future, my kids' wealth. You know what I mean? So. And this looks like it's going to turn into a little bear flag on the 1 minute and continue to dump. Man. And it looks bearish on the 1 hour too as well. The 1 hour just closed the tweezer top. You see? 1 hour just closed the tweezer top right there, and you would expect a red candle to follow that. So we had a nice little pullback, but we made a lower high on the 1 hour time frame. So it's starting to look like you're going to make this descending triangle and dump down to 68,000. We've got a bunch of liquidity below us too. People getting stopped out of this key area. We'll see. And we're back at 74.9 again for Bitcoin, right? Been in the trade for dang near 3 hours now, since 8 in the morning. Craziness. Look at this. And there you go. Dump it on us. Probably going to take me out. So here's the deal. I will enter a short if I see this fill out and get tight. And we'll take it down to 68,900. Sad to say. Looks like something that could definitely happen. NASDAQ literally just obliterated me there. Crazy. In 2 seconds, too, just like, beep. $200 moving average, a good place, though. If you keep the stop below there, there's a chance you stay in. I'm pretty sure I had it below there. I guess I was like too close to the bone. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? That were greatly appreciated. 269 people hitting the like button. I don't know what I did to offend you. You have 1,200 people here that come to the stream. So many people come to the stream every day from around the world. We're one of the bigger crypto live streams in the game, right? Of all the people out here that stream. There's really like 10 of us that are that big. And I'm one of the top 3. And you'd think you'd hit the like button. I don't know what I did. I spread light, love, and positivity. I just had a baby. I'm giving to the population, right? I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm procreating. I stay positive every single day. I show up and get dressed nice for you. I don't just show up in a t-shirt. I put myself together for you because this is like, I feel like I'm teaching class. And when I was in college and my teacher came in and he had a t-shirt on, I would have been like, If he came in dressing pretty nice, I would have had, it would have made me feel like I was in something. I don't know. It just would have given me a better vibe. So if you could please hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It'd be the nicest thing you could ever do. And it's so simple. All you got to do is hit the like. Now, I know you're afraid you could hurt your finger because when you come down, like when the finger comes down onto the clip and you clip, you could sprain your finger. So we have tiny ice packs and splints for your finger. I know. You might hurt yourself. Hit the like button. I know it's a big risk to give me a like. I know. It might just injure your finger. I know you're taking a huge risk when you hit that like button. So we do have small little ice packs and small little mini splints for your fingers. In case you do get hurt, just reach out. We'll send those over to you, okay? Easy 500 likes can come in like 10 seconds. Shout out to all the real ones out there. Yeah. Only a real person would hit that like for me, man. A faker wouldn't hit the like. They'd be like, I'm too lazy. I'm a real dude. When I like something, when I'm about something, I do it all the way. I don't do it halfway. And those are the type of people I want to be around. Sad to say, 90% of people aren't real. Like, they're fake. They're not going to go all the way. They're going to say they're going to do something and never do it. They're going to claim they're going to change the world and never do it. They're going to say they're going to start a business and never start it. They're going to run their mouth 90% of the time. 90% of people are going to tell you, and they're never going to do it. So, I get it. If there's a bunch of people I've never met before here on the internet, I get it. Most people aren't going to hit the like button. They're not all the way, right? So, it's not my fault. I don't know. I go all the way when I do anything. That's how my dad does it. So yeah. They don't hit the like button because you always look so fly. They just jealous. I know, right? Something's going on. Something's up. Love you, bro. Inspirational. God bless you. Shout out to Rough Styles, man. Thank you. Aries mentality all the way. Yeah, we just don't want to hang out with lamos, man. Aries do not like lamos. We want to be with the best. If you're the best, put your likes in up. If you feel like you're one of the best in the game, put a 333 in the comment. If you know you're one of the best, like if someone asks you to do a task, you do it all the way. Put a 333. All right. Damn, 74, 750, and this is a wrap now. Just not looking amazing, folks. I wouldn't go crazy on altcoins. I would leave the market alone today until Monday feels itself out. Another day in, look, it's weird because I got stopped out right there. Dang, man. 2 in a row, man. After this morning, I was up on the NASDAQ trade. Double check that you hit that like button already. Thank you so much, man. Just double check it. See how I hit the like button for him? I don't play games. If someone gives me a chat, I look at the fan funding and I make sure I like it. I've hit a like button and I hit this little heart. 2 things I got to click on every one of these. I don't like to miss. See, look, I hit this, boom. I give the heart and I give the like. See? Thank you so much, that blue sky. Grateful to be in the right place. God bless you, Real Don D. Could you look at CELR? I'd rather not, but I will for you. But it's probably in the dumps and looks horrible. I mean, it's probably a waste of time, but we'll take a look. And I don't mean to be rude, but I told you this thing was not going nowhere, man. A long, long time ago, sorry to say. And look what it did. I mean, I told you I wouldn't touch this thing back when you used to ask me about it up here somewhere. Not to be rude, but I never liked the project. I never liked the coin. Never, not to be rude, but it never did anything for me. Again, we had everyone. If you were in my system, hanging out with us, we identified some of these lows. Look, in November of 2020. And then a year later, the last time this thing didn't even have a rally in 2024 in March. There it went, you know what I mean? Like other coins did. Like this thing has never been back. I think this thing is a dead project, man. You really think it's going to get back to its all-time high from 5 years ago? I don't think so. I think it's just not, I'd rather not look at it anymore, personally. You know, it's very oversold in the weekly. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know, man. Certain things I have to just stop analyzing, and this is one of them. You say, oh, but it went up so nicely in the last, yeah, because it's at the bottom of its barrel, like a tiny bit of liquidity is going to make it look like it moved. I get it. It had a nice little pump here off the flag on the 1 hour time frame, but like, is it really worth it? $0.03, you know, I don't know, man. This thing looks horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, I'm fine. It's above the 200. It got a pump of the 4 hour time frame. But like, look at it. I mean, I guess you could say it's at a double bottom and it could make it back to the top here. But like, does it have good volume? Is the order book going to be filled? Highly unlikely. Like, who's trading this today? Like, let's look at the whole overall volume on this coin. So, I don't know, man. I would pack the bags and move on, personally. But that's me. Look, it's got a $21 million market cap after years and years. I don't know, man. The only good thing, it doesn't have a lot of unlocks, you know. Had a good idea. They just, you know, they never marketed it right. It never really did anything, man. I got to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I don't feel like I'm hating right now, but I mean, it had a cup and handle. It made the falling wedge off the 200 with the high volume node. I mean, yeah, it did what it was supposed to do, technically speaking. And it is still pointing up in the stochastics. Could it run up all the way to 003? Possibly. I just feel like, really? You know what I mean? Someone said, could we check out Quant? And I love you, Tori. You've been such a supportive person this whole time. I just got to be real honest about it, man. It's not amazing. Bitcoin's starting to get a little bit of a pump back to the upside. Can it hold, man? Crazy to watch it pump and get left out on the pump, right? I mean, the 1 hour's trying to stay above the 200 with the 21 there. Attempting to make a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Almost a bit of a cup and handle. And I'll do the right thing and just let Monday do its thing, and we'll take a look at it on Monday night. You know, Quant, everything's going to follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can hang and not completely get demolished, then everything else can hang, right? Bitcoin takes a dump. This will take a dump. Quant looks interesting right now. Boring project too, barely moves, right? But I could see it head to $100 if it gets tight. Definitely, it's a solid project that at least people believe in. That's a bit of an Adam and Eve right there with a flag on the side, which I see a lot. Yeah, Quant looks interesting. Maybe an entry here with a stop below this 200 here. And it could definitely get up to 105. And thanks to everyone that gave super chats today. You people are really nice. And Marcus, you gave 5. You gave another 5. Marcus, I don't know why you keep giving membership for me, man. Thank you so much. It's very nice of you. Very, very nice. 1 minute attempting to go back to the upside here. So insane. Is the NASDAQ also bouncing? No, not so much. Yeah, it is back to 26,630. It's bouncing off the 200, but I don't put a lot of faith in it just now. So Bitcoin held the 5-minute 200 moving average, which is a key area. You want to see if it could chop around here and get tight. And then break back up to the upside. I may not even trade that, but I'll definitely look at it. I'll project even if I don't trade, right? You just want to see if you're correct on the move. If you could be right, then you go for it. If not, then you leave it alone, right? Man, price action is kicking my butt recently. Sideways Sue, does it look well for a bullish continuation? We're closing the 200-day on the 1 hour. 811 in Salem, Oregon. Yeah. Exactly. I was going to purchase a membership because I thought you were... they cover up in the sun. Charts are looking crunchy, crispy, man. Watch the bear flag visible in the 15-minute. Close below the 7477 is deadly. Yeah. Shout out to G's Block. Thank you for the heart. Yeah. Having a ball makes me not worry about the trade. Just watch the charts at TA. Make sure it all adds up. Amen. Crypto Live for Grot rank Sui, one of the top 3 coins to bounce back strong along with Sol and Link. I like Sui. I think it's a good project that could bounce for sure. It just, yeah. Exactly. I bid 200 May on the 2 hour. Still barely broken yet. This thing has not even started pumping. Funny, I love that. So the only altcoin I still hold, even I sold my SWI at one point because I didn't have faith that we were actually going to get a real move. And SWI, Look at this insane chop today. So crazy. You can see people speculating about the news, people wondering what's going to happen, oil up, oil down, NASDAQ back and forth, right? Exactly. And again, I like what someone say to the group. Yeah. Yeah, you can't trade. Yeah. No. Bang. Wow, getting a bounce, man. This could still play out. End up becoming the bounce. That's what people don't realize, man. Today is treachery. You have to remember the 1 hour still bounced off the 200. We're looking for that sloppy inverted. The 1 minute got a bounce there. 5 minutes staying above the 200 moving average. So you're telling me there's a chance? There is. Remember, I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I don't have no idea where the NASDAQ. I don't know where any of this stuff is going to go today. I just trade, parameters, and I don't risk too much. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's really simple stuff, man. I don't have to make, I don't have. If I sit here and go back and forth and make little bits of money for the next 2-3 months, $1,000 here, $2,000 there, and then when the market really turns, I see a really good position and I go and I make 30 grand. And then the point is to have capital when the market is really nice. And it might be 5 times a year, 10 times a year. The key is not to overtrade when the market sucks. And it's very hard because people will watch you and say, man, you don't trade big, you don't trade this. It's okay. I'm very disciplined in the way I trade. Just not going to break my rules just because everyone else wants to see big trades. You see what I'm saying? And remember, anytime you see someone who makes a big money on a very small move, it's a very risky trade that 90% of people, if they did it over and over again, would not be sustainable. It's not a sustainable behavior, And every once in a while, there's 1 or 2 leverage traders that could pull off something that most people can't. Remember, that's a rare move. Like when you see me pull off, I might make $1,000 in 5 minutes. That's a very rare skill. Many people cannot do that. Okay? And even I, when it happens, I'm always like, whoa. I take profits pretty quick because I can't believe it happened that fast. I'm always like, oh man, that's unsustainable behavior. That's not something I could bet on every time. I set my trade up thinking it would take all afternoon. 5 minutes later, I'm up $1,000. I figure I should take the money, And again, I just speculate. I want to see this get tight. If it stays in that, then we have our measured move and we know where we're going. And we hold above the 200 moving average on that 5-minute time frame. Ah, man. Hold on. Okay. Sweet, the only altcoin I still hold. I can feel that. Yeah. Anyone else trade commodities? Thinking about OJ recently. I don't even know where to trade OJ. You know what I mean? Could we be forming a cup and handle the 1 hour form in the bottom of the cup right now? Yeah, possible, something like that. And then you get a little handle there. I see kind of as an inverted, but yeah, something like that is possible. I'm telling you, as long as you stay above the 200 and the 21, look at the bounce right there. It's telling me that, hey, you might get the bounce right back up. The range is tighter, though. Anyone else trading? It's never going up again. Just admit it, Sam. I don't know if that's true. That would be sad. Yeah. The price action is based on insider trade of the world. I really feel like it is. People know information before it's coming out, and then they move the market on us. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Trump's going to tweet this. He's going to say that. Then I can open up a massive long over here. I feel like that it's been like that. Like, why can't I get the news beforehand? So you're watching this beautiful bounce off the 5-minute 200 moving average, right? That's amazing. And we've seen that many times as a holding place for price action. Many, many times the 200 has held us down. It held us right there. It held us right there. So far the 200 has been saying, okay. And you got this SR flip right here at 74,005. 74.6 really that we bounced. This previous resistance became a support right there for Bitcoin. Nat gas after it hits 230. Interesting. Said bears already getting liquidated. We'll see. Yeah, late shorts. Thought they had it. Didn't have it though. Watch reaction at 75,900 will be interesting. Peace. No peace. Peace. No peace. I know, right? Shout out to Jamal. To maximize the profit and extract as much wealth for the lower and middle class. Greed is the one thing we can be certain will never die. It's true. I like that you said that. I mean, you can bet on greed, right? You could bet that people are going to be greedy. And that's one thing that you know is going to happen no matter what. It's kind of sad, but true. All right. Shout out to the elite traders. They did find some good gains this weekend in these altcoins. It almost felt like altcoin season again. Got me posted alts a little more than I used to. Slowly getting back in. All right. still holding us. Of course, there we go. Hey, shall I exit my CC at the... I don't know what that means. I don't know what a C2C is. You do whatever makes you happy, man. Yeah. Jamal gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Jamal. You didn't have to give, but you did. May God bless you if you're on your route today. Stay safe, man. And thank you so much. Yeah, they've made Monday, like Monday used to be like, I only trade once, and now I'm like, I really feel like I should just never touch Monday ever again, man. And you'd be surprised, in a second, they could rip this thing all the way back to the upside again. Any moment, man. Any moment. And thank you, Jamal. I just hooked up a bunch of people. That's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that, but you did, man. I'll come back to you tenfold, bro. That's good karma, man. Look at that beautiful bounce off the 5-minute 200. Unreal. Pissed they got me. I don't understand why I keep getting sniped. I've been sniped more in the last 3 weeks than in my whole life, I feel like. It's crazy, man. Is a term they use it by? Yeah, call to cancel. Yeah, that's like one of the settings inside. Yeah, call to cancel. Yeah, meaning you could keep it open for days on end until you cancel it. Because sometimes you could do call to end a day, right? Yeah, I know what you're saying. What a move back up there for Bitcoin. I tell you, man, as long as it can stay above a 200, I have to remain slightly more bullish than bearish. And you're looking just for a right shoulder, you know, shoulder, head, right shoulder, and a move on out of here. So now 1 minute. I mean, look at the size of that thing. Boom. Back above the 200 moving average. Back inside the safe zone. And you could almost say, you know, it was in this flag. Right? It left. It's back inside. Now you could trade it again just like you were going to trade it before. And you're like, oh, they're going to stop hunt it twice? You know what I mean? Like now you can put the stop at the stop hunt because they already went and raided liquidity. You'd figure this thing could continue to go. Very interesting. Turned back at 74.8. I think you called it too. You said it did 74.6, but you called 74.8, man. Just you said it. Shout out to Black Lobian. Much love, brother. They gave you the day off. Hope all is well, and you're doing better. Better back on your feet. It's been a tough few months, everybody. I had an Achilles rupture. I don't wear the boot anymore in the house. I wear it when I go out to the beach or anywhere I got to wear it in case something happens. But, you know, I'm getting closer and closer to really walking again and really feeling the ground on my feet, really extending. And I'm doing some, you know, PT, and I'm moving the muscles around, and I'm getting closer and closer to actually walking with a shoe. I mean, I have my last doctor's appointment before Vegas on the 24th. He's going to give me the go-ahead, or I don't know what he's going to do. We're going to find out, but... Yeah, he says, YouTube is not recommending your videos to me. I looked you up the other day, watched your video, and now I'm seeing YouTube recommend your shorts. I'm liking them all. Crypto Lifer to the moon. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, the boot is the worst. It is, man. It can hurt your shin sometimes, too, when you lean forward. All right. Someone wants me to go over Circle stock. Let's take a look at Circle. As Bitcoin's back where it was before, I would have been fine in my long right now. They didn't. I don't understand why I got stopped out. I should have been lower than that key area. I don't get it. I lost 345. They got me at 74,723. Like what the? Dang, man. We'll dump again around 75.89. Interesting. You're just looking at liquidity blocks. I see 76,000 you're going to hit next and then possibly get a rejection, right? That would have been a nice long 74.7. I mean, that's a $1,000 move almost right there from 746 up to 753. Did the NASDAQ ever recover? Did they bounce the NASDAQ too? They did. Look at this. So I got stop hunted twice, man. It's crazy. I mean, Crypto Lover YouTube channel to the mood. I ran out of characters. LOL. Thank you. Get your Birkenstocks. That's your foot dollar. I'll tell you, it's the best for your feet, 100%. I'll buy some Birkenstocks, bro, for the summer, man. All right? They were like the coolest things in the game. And they started making plastic ones, right? But I'll get a pair of men's Birkenstocks, man. I've always wanted one. I don't know why I never got them. They were always like a little too expensive for me, right? They're looking beautiful, though. Suede, leather, and charcoal. Oh, they got so many different looking ones, too. The gray is nice. Should just get the leather, though, the nice leather. Oiled leather Habana, like that's really what you want, right? Wow, they got some nice shoes, man. I'm flat-footed. I don't have any arch. I gotta, like someone said, I gotta work on my arch and actually make it happen. Possible double bottom now. Dude, now it looks like they're gonna rip this puppy. They're gonna rip it to the upside. Temptation kicking in on the Bitcoin long. Must stay away. Yeah. Get the real deal cork. Well, like these, real quick, I don't want to distract you guys. I just want to ask this guy real fast. So, like these ones, the oiled leather, I bet I should get that. I like these, though. The suede leather and charcoal. Like, this would get too dirty, though. Those would end up so dirty. You know what I mean? The orange one for Bitcoin. Funny. Suede leather mink. They got the mink. They got the tape, or you just get this with the original one right here, right? The oiled leather Habana. They got it in beige, black. That's the original Birkenstock, right? Then they got these water-friendly ones that are like, these are like foam, dude. I don't know. I don't trust this stuff. This stuff I feel like is all bad for you. Anyway. I like the positive ones. They're extremely light and comfortable, plus easy to wash. Yeah, volume rising. Damn, I could go for the Jesus handles. Get you some Mexican chanclas with tires on the bottom, bro. You're funny, man. My son's totally flat-footed too. Yeah. It was good for my Achilles because I wasn't so arched. My foot and heel were already pretty close together. He didn't have to like wedge me like other people had to wear a wedge and change the wedge, all that. I didn't have to do any of that. I'll be honest, it looks to me like you were in the pattern. You broke it. Now you're back inside, and like the same thing should occur now, like a breakout. Like you technically are breaking out of the pattern now. This thing could just continue to rip to the target that I initially had, and they lead me to the wayside, man. I can't chase, though. You know, you go after it at the wrong time. I take my shot. It doesn't work out. It is what it is. See, the true key today is not the loss of my trade. It's the discipline of just sitting here and not going after it again, not doing anything crazy, not over-leveraging. Yeah, I want to show you guys I can win it again. Yeah, I want to go after it. That'll happen in time. I'll find my model later on today. Something will occur if I stay calm and collected. Look at C98 ripping to the upside. We were talking about it already. It did damage. So crazy, man. That thing's up 2% already. Nice pump, man. It looks like it could continue. 89 on the 1 hour rejecting it. I don't know what 89 is. Someone said happy 420, by the way. Yeah, used to celebrate. Now I'm like, what will that do for me, right? So, where do you get your turmeric shots? I just get them from Solti. S-O-L-T-I. Solti. You'll see they've got this SOL in it. Yeah, Solti Organic. These guys right here, they're in glass. Super, this is what I get right here, yeah. That's it. And I could make my own too, really. Like, it is expensive, $3.50 a bottle, but hey, it helps the show, you know. Wow, price action just completely chopped city today. Hard to tell what exactly they want to do with this. And again, that's why I just look for consolidation. If I get it, then I know at least we have a higher chance of a win. At the very least. Shout out to anyone jumping on it. If you want to join me in Bitcoin Las Vegas, I'd love to see you there. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hit the link to Bitcoin Vegas, 4 days and 15 hours till the price increases yet again. You can use my code LIFER to get a beautiful discount. Jump on in today. It'll blow your mind. All right. Click the link and look, they're going up. They're soon going to be $700 for general admission. All right. Days 2 and 3, April 28th to 29th. I can't wait to see you. I'll be there for the 26th to the 30th. I'll be there way longer than I should be, but I will be there, folks. Wow. Bitcoin at 75,600 and you'd be back in the green. Shout out to anyone that didn't get stopped out like me. You may have been safe. You may have been safe. They got me, though. They got me at 724. Yeah, they got me. You know, I messed up. I could even see, though, I messed up. Like, I should have had the stop below this wick, and I had it up here. I should have been below that wick right there. Had I left it below the wick, I wouldn't have been stopped out. See, I should have been right here. I don't know why I mismanaged that. Always below the previous low of the flag that you're going for. And I don't know why I was, like, right in there somewhere. I should have been, if I was deeper, I'd be in the trade still. So I learned my lesson there again. I just had to pay closer attention to what I was doing. I rushed a little bit this morning, and that happens. Sometimes just rushing will make it, will give you an L. Like, you got to just pay attention. Tomorrow we have retail sales, core retail sales month over month. Fed chair designates Warsh testifies. That's going to be a big deal too at 10 a.m. We want to see him be really, really, really bullish and sweet. We don't want to hear any hawkish nonsense from that guy. And the second he gets in, we should be getting a rate cut. That's kind of what we're looking for. I could change the whole parameters of the year. We just got to get to October, baby. Bitcoin 75.5. To me, it looks like it's at the top of the channel. Now it's going to consolidate. So now you look for it to come back down, up and down, up and down. Nice sideways price action for the next few hours. And then we maybe make the trade there. What time period? What time is that going to be at? It's about 3:50 in the afternoon, maybe even 4 o'clock when it's time to law. Maybe the traditional markets close and we get a move. All right. You can win up to 0.5 BTC. Choose a term, earn points, win rewards. Play for keeps. You could register now. And I just did that, right? And so, yeah. Just a cool little game they're playing that has something to do with soccer here if you want to jump on in and learn, right? It's fun. Anyway. The La Liga Arena. Make your choice. Choose a team, earn points, and win, baby. And win. I believe home or away or draw. I believe Real Madrid is going to take that. Like, all right. Quantity points. I don't know how that works. You say like 10 points? Oh, you'll win. You'll see as this goes, we'll win, right? Yeah. So I chose Real Madrid in this round. We'll see what happens. Also, remember they're airdropping a $3,000 position to Weeks people, man. If you hit the link, that was an awesome promotion they did recently. So shout out to anyone that did get one of those. And we sit and wait for consolidation, folks. Really nothing else to talk about here when it comes to BTC. I took a shot. Scared money don't make no money. At least I took a shot. That lets me know I'm going to keep taking shots. What I like here now, though, is there's some red building above us now. Up to 76.50, 76, up to 77K, really, 76,900. So it tells us that we got to move. We've got liquidity, and that's the low-hanging fruit that we can just run up and grab. I was looking for 77,254. That was the target of my trade. Never happened. All right. Wanted it to make the move. Wow, C98 continues to rip. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in here. And just the first thing that I talked about this morning on the stream, and then wow, it's gone. Gone, baby, gone. There's a lot of altcoins that look interesting to me, especially ones in the DEX space, the swap space, and DeFi. DeFi seems to be getting a little bit of a run for its money recently. Altcoins kind of coming back strong. You're seeing a lot more green than we have in the past. And back to those footers. The footers. Makes me want to look at the 1 minute too. Wow, the 1 minute is now showing signs of a pump. It's now back above the 200. It's 21's coming into play. You kind of see a bit of a flag here that could bounce too. Definitely played me. You know, it's all right. It's not fun to lose publicly. It's the worst. It burns, man. But it is what it is. It's like I'm gonna lose live if I trade every single day of my life. You see what I mean? Like I have to come to that realization. That's all that matters. Still bullish for the move to the upside here for Bitcoin. I understand the 1 hour could still make that descending, but I'm still bullish overall. No more news really right now on the Strait of Hormuz. We're just kind of sitting and waiting and watching. I will tell you the TA looks bearish. I mean, that looks like a descending triangle on oil. Like it lost the pattern, came back. It just looks like it's going to roll over and dump. If you're, the other way, it looks somewhat bullish. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And if he gets back above the 200, you have to bend the knee. But to me, that looks more bearish than bullish. Let's take a look at the S&P futures and the NASDAQ. Remember, we talked about the S&P futures. They went to an all-time high, breached, and now they're kind of like looking like they may flag out for more, which is a little crazy, right? So for me, what do I see happening for the S&P future? I mean, how is it not in some type of rising wedge uptrend, right? Like I feel like it would have to come back to the 21 first. I'd expect this week to be somewhat bearish for the S&P, or at least sideways above resistance. But I wouldn't expect any more huge pumping. You're just far from the 21 now on the daily. Like I would expect something like this now. I would expect price action to slowly grind down, come back to the 21. Everyone say, oh yeah, that's, come back below the all-time high and then get tight and then get a bigger move. It says we don't start pumping until June. And then I know they're going to print more money. I know that they're in a jam right now with the repo market. I know they have to keep expanding the balance sheet. Even if it's not as big as they used to, it's still 40 to 50 million, a billion a month. I mean, it's a big clip. That looks like you're going to pump and head to 76,285. Tight though, it's hard to tell. BOOKMAP also suggesting liquidity on either side, but it is saying, hey, I want to stop hunt all these shorts up here first before anything else. That's what it's telling us. It's saying, yeah, I got liquidity either side, but I'd like to go up first before we go down. Follow me on X. I greatly appreciate it. I'm here every single day. Appreciate the new followers that we got in the last couple of days. I'm putting out what I'm seeing, how I'm projecting, and a positive note every single morning. Gratitude isn't just my morning habit. It's the lens I choose to see every single day through. Today included. What a blessing to be alive. How do you keep your life going well? You keep your mind projecting into positive energy, and then that energy follows. You say there's nothing else that can happen but positivity for me, right? So, and you basically somehow, somewhere, positivity will follow that thought process. You just keep telling yourself, I'm going to have a positive moment. I'm going to win, right? Yeah. Iran peace to the Strait of Hormuz, man. You never know, right? It could go either way here. It's been a battle this morning for sure. It's been a battle this morning for sure. And nobody knows for sure what's going to happen, right? So. What about... Look at this thing. It's starting to move here. This is this Chinese token. It looks like it's going to pump up to 72 cents. It already has breached the trend line now, and it's starting to move. All right, these Chinese, I think this is Binance Life or something like that. But I mean, it was on a beautiful uptrend, consolidated pump, consolidated again. I'm just going on the TA. It says it's going to go higher. I don't know. But the TA looks dang good to me there. This is crazy, man. I'm getting it at 75, 185, and then just sitting here for this bigger long to play out is bananas. And we're just kind of sitting here waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for this to happen. It's like, we don't know, It's just one of them days. As we fight through price action, there's nothing else we can do. Like, you got, yeah, it's funny too. That's an interesting idea. So look, we touched the 21 in a bull flag above the 200. That should bounce. That's the model right there. I don't trust it today. You know what they'll do too is they'll play with price action so much I won't trust my model. Then when the model plays out, I won't trade it anymore, and then you're left completely out. That's why you got to stay consistent, even though when it gets really tight. It's gonna be a time period where you're gonna hit tons of wins. You're gonna hit 10 wins in a row, but there's gonna be a time when you might lose 4 or 5 times in a row. It's gonna be very, very tight. All right, very, very tight. That technically should break, but the bigger picture says we're going to come down and chop around first. I preferably would like the trade better if it did this, instead of just breaking out all the way out to the upside out of nowhere, right? 75,569 here on weeks. NASDAQ still kind of indecision there, not amazingly back in the pattern. To me, it does look like the S&P wants to slowly come down. I mean, that could consolidate and break out, but I just feel like it's going to come back and reach the trend line. Right? Exactly. Trying to see like why, man, we're back at 600. Almost there. If I just showed up, I'd take that trade, but I could see the chopology, man, ain't amazing here. I got to just relax, right? Funny. Tight price action. I'm just not getting much action out of that. It's just, Come on, baby. Make it move, baby. Make it move. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them days I just sit and wait. Look at now, we've been sideways for 20 minutes. Funny, man. We used to get all the action on my show, right? 10 to 12. Now you can see, right? We're getting action at night now, which is weird, and less action during the day. Way less action during the day than we used to get. It is a Monday, but I've noticed that as a trend that's starting to form, in my humble opinion, right? Shout out to the chat. How's everybody doing? How you feeling? It feels good to give, man. So I feel like I should just give every day, and eventually that will make me feel better. Right, I'm the only one who sees the bear flag on the 1 hour. No, we talked about it. I broke it down. I said this thing could dump on the 1 hour time frame. Let me show you what I was talking about. Looks like it could end up turning into a descending triangle here. You see? And like if that gets rejected and comes on down and hangs out in there, then yeah, that's a short. If it breaks back to the upside and hangs out, then we forget about that, right? So it's, and you could say that's a symmetrical right now that you're getting very tight in. You can almost say it just broke out. It just broke out about actually. I'm open-minded to the bullish and the bearish scenarios. Yeah. If you give me one free month of the Discord, you would be heaven bound. All right. What's your name? CFAC Ask and you shall receive. All right. Email us, man. We'll put you in for 1 month. May God bless you. All right. I did the nice thing, man. There you go. Just email us from this email, though, specifically. Don't play games. And please don't have 100 people email me. Only this man, Sifa Kalik, from this exact email. And say, hey, I asked for a month, and Sam said yes. And we'll put you in. I'll tell my wife. All right? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm flattered that you want to get in that bad. All right? There you go. I'm a nice guy, man. Ask and you shall receive. They plan on every trader celebrating take it of air. Funny, man. Hey, you never know. Oh my gosh, you're the best. No way, lifer. Yes, man, you got it. You're amazing. Anytime, man. Anytime. I love you too, bro. I hope it helps, man. You know what I mean? Let's make sure you learn something and you make some gains, right? Oh yeah, someone asked me about ZBCN yesterday. Let's take a look at ZBCN. Sebek Network. In an uptrend on the 1 hour, clearly. Funny, you can see I had that little flag drawn. We did pump out of it. I like what the daily's doing. It's resistance, but it's in this beautiful uptrend. It's in a bit of an ascending triangle. That looks like it's going to continue to go higher. Like it's just making higher lows, right? So yeah, it looks like it might take 5 to 6 days of consolidation and then a breakout. Definitely looks interesting to me. Sebek Network. And it heads to 8 cents. So let's see how much money you can make there. I think it's 5%, but oh wow, it's 54%. It's a nice gain. Then I'd look back on the 12. Make sure you're above the 200 on the 12. The 12 looks good. I mean, that's the 21, and that looks great to me. I'll put an alert on that. That looks good. You know, the one caveat is maybe you get rejected by the 200 on the daily, but it looks good to me. Sebek, and we've traded this thing on and off for a long time, everyone. We know this coin well in the trading group. I'd add alerts to Sebek Network and pay attention to it very closely. If you want to get these types of alerts, if you want to know, like you get the alert, you get the information, go to CryptoLifer.com and join the Discord where I'm there every day, posting my charts, posting what's happening, going over the ups and downs of the market, and just never taking a day off, right? We were there all weekend, man. We did 4 live streams this weekend. Barely anybody does it like that. Taco for sure, he's going to kick the can, yeah. Can you tell about Rave? I mean, Rave just took a beat down, man. You know, they took it to the ground. Someone keeps asking about Circle on the New York Stock Exchange. Let's take a look at Circle. Last time I looked at it, I was saying, hey, it's going to do either sideways or down. It kind of went down, then pumped back to the upside. I don't love how it is always. It's got mixed, you know, all these spaces. That's why I like that. It's never fun to trade traditional markets once you trade crypto because you like that clean 24-hour chart. These gaps and spaces in the chart is always weird to me. Like, and this is the company behind USDC, right? I mean, I'm expected to get tight and break out eventually. I don't see how they're going to go down the tubes. They're the future of, you know, privacy and money, or just money, maybe not privacy just yet, right? We would like that. Thank you, Lifer. Next month, I will join the trading class. Do whatever makes you happy, man. God bless you and your family, Sammy. Appreciate all your hard work. The 99 is changing my life. Thank you. God bless you, bro. Sam, it's great to his people. Long live the Lifers. Thank you. Shout out to Underground Crypto, man. Are you in a long or plan to go long? I'm nothing right now. They defeated me this morning, man. They really did. They took the wind out of my sails in both those trades. So I got to like take a deep breath, reset, and come back strong mentally. Yeah. It's all right. It's going to happen, folks. Look at this. They played with this is going up and down for 30 minutes. Look, you can hold shift and go sideways. That's 22 minutes of just insane chop. It is getting tighter above the 200. It's forming a bit of a flag. Does make me want a long again. Makes me want to take this long. Definitely makes me want to take the long. Right? Funny. Getting so tight. I love. See it. Dang, man. If I hadn't traded already this morning, I feel like I'd want to be in on this right now. I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to trade it, but I am going to look at it. All right. I feel like we can get to 77.5. I really feel like we can get the push, man. $74,988. Full ported. $6,000 for 21,000. Let's go, baby. That'd be a pretty big trade, too. That'd be nice. 500 for 18. We get the pump. I'm not in. I'm not getting in. I'm going to wait today. I'm going to be more patient and just let the trades come to me. I've been following you for a long time. It's time to join the group. Do whatever makes you happy, man. I'm not money hungry. Whatever God gives me, I'm excited about. I never knew my life was going to get like this. I never knew people were going to hit links and people were going to join my trade. I never knew any of this stuff was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to be. I didn't know. So I'm excited. I can't believe it. So, and thank you everyone, man. I don't even know if I deserve such a life. Like, thank you everybody. I'm so humbled by all this. I really am humbled by it all. Like, I can't buy another suit jacket. I've done that 100 times. Walk into a nice store, look at a nice suit jacket, buy it. That can only get you high for so long. Eventually, it's just like, I look at suit jackets and clothes now. I'm like, all right. I bought everything from all the stores that I couldn't buy before. I walked in. I remember when I bought my first 3-piece from Bloomingdale's. I never went in Bloomingdale's. I couldn't afford that place. Everyone was so rich. I was like, I'm not going to buy anything in the store. So I didn't even go to it. I would walk by it and point at it. Wow, there's where the rich people go. When I finally hit $1 million, first time in my life, I was 37, 38. I walked into Bloomingdale's. I bought myself a Hugo Boss 3-piece, like $2,000 suit or something. Got the shoes, got it all. Walked out of there. You know, and then they said, we'll tailor it for you. Come back in a week or in like 5 days and we'll be ready. And so that was a cool rush, right? Then you want a Rolex, you go buy the Rolex, and then it's over. I mean, it's all just a bunch of nonsense, man. I like looking nice and I like the colors. To me, that's interesting. It's not really about the, but it's like, I don't know, man. You get all this material stuff and you realize it's just, what is it, man? You can wear a t-shirt and, this summer I'll wear the same shorts and shirt probably like 90% of the entire summer. Because it's just how I am, man. I don't really care. I get dressed up nice for the show because I want to look nice for the show and because I have other things to do. I have meetings and people and all that stuff. But for the most part, man, So shout out to the guy we just helped join the group. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. You deserve it, brother. You help many people. You deserve everything you get. Yeah. God is good to you. Amen. Bitcoin is waiting for the 21 MA on the 15-minute, and then we'll bang to the upside. Looks like it definitely could do something like that. Still actually sitting pretty. Like, they hunted me, but man, my original idea is still looking pretty good. I just want to get in perfectly if I can. Yeah. Remember, make sure you repost this on X. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know about this stream, man. So they can get in and find out more about us, man. We really appreciate that. It would mean the world to me. Repost, send it around, man. Let people know about the lifer. All right. May God bless you all. Thank you. Staying above that 200. The 5 actually is looking like it could boom. That is my sauce right there. It's telling me go for it again. Take the sauce. They're going to pump it. Right? Hour looks like it could go either way based on the pattern. Limit order at 74, right? I never buy clothes. Old cars, and other hand is different. They're funny. Thank you. I just emailed him at Lakochi. God bless you, bro. Yeah. Wear the same outfit every day. One less decision to make. Life or hack, I guess. If you want to look the same. I can't. What if I wore the same thing every day on the stream? I think that would be kind of lame, man. All my social media, I'd have the same clothes on every day. Everyone would think I did it all. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work. Not for what I do. You got to look different every day. You got to have a different pizzazz. You got to have some movement. It can't be this just, bleh, you know what I mean? That's what Nas Daily does. He has like a black Nas shirt and he wears Nas Daily every day. Right? Yeah, at the end of the day, at the end, all the material things that have been someone's storage or garage collected dust. Someone worked their whole life. I realized after my parents passed. It's true, man. All the stuff my dad had, all these sweaters, all these things that he collected, man. And it's like, he had way too many sweaters. He didn't wear all those sweaters. He died with like just a closet full of clothes, man. You know? He had t-shirts he never wore before. Like, you know? I'm still wearing my dad had overnight t-shirts like Hanes, white shirts, and, you know, he wore a polo, and he left me like 40 of them. You know what I mean? Some he had barely worn, some he hadn't even worn yet. He had a pair of Ferragamos that he hadn't even worn. They were just sitting in his other house that he barely went to. They were just sitting there, suede blue Ferragamos. He never wore them. My dad's feet were so much smaller than mine. My dad was way bigger than me, but my feet didn't fit his shoes. How weird is that? How does he have smaller feet? It doesn't make any sense, right? I'm 5'9". My dad was like 6'1", but my dad had smaller feet than me. Maybe his feet were wider than mine, but they definitely were like not as long. Like whenever I put his shoes on, they didn't fit. They hurt my foot. Yeah. Took a call for the group of Bitcoin last night at 744, up 130%. It doesn't seem like it's coming back anytime soon. These elite lifers are the good go-tos, man. Join the group. You won't regret it. God bless you, man. Thank you. And then they throw it in the trash, and then I come and throw it in the dumpster dive, and then sell it on eBay. Exactly, right? Isn't that funny? $900 blue suede Ferragamos. I know, right? Disproportionate our feet. Do you remember Max Headroom? No, I don't. I don't know who Max Headroom is. No, I never. It's funny. Max Headroom. Last Monday was more exciting than today. Oh, last Monday was amazing. We came in on the rippage on Sunday. Everything went our way. It was awesome. Oh, remember the day too? Remember, was it Thursday? I was down 2, and then I won the $1,000 in like a minute, and I took all the losses back. It was crazy, man. Yeah, God bless my dad, man. Miss my dad. What a beautiful guy he was, bro. I remember the last words he said to me. He said, double check the hotel room, make sure he didn't leave anything. That's the last thing my dad ever said. You know, or, you know, he said, goodbye, I love you. I said, I got to go. I'm running to get on a flight at 10, and I got to finish off right here. I was doing a live stream or about to live. And I said, Dad, I'm just setting up I just finished the live, and I was breaking down my computer so I could make it to the airport when I was in Austin, Texas on a Saturday morning. And my dad said, hey, make sure you go through the hotel. Make sure you don't leave anything. Look in the closet. Look under the bed. I miss you, Dad. I love you, brother. Thank you for everything, man. I appreciate you more than you would ever know, brother. I miss you so much. That looks like it's going to blast. I feel like I got to trade that. Like, how could I not trade this? Like, how could I not trade this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that just looks too dang good to me. That's my sauce. It's a 1 minute. It's like, that's going to blow. I'll go smaller than normal because I just don't trust Mondays, but I like this trade, man. I'm in again. Let them hack me again. I don't care, man. I got to take my models. That thing's inverted head and shoulder, cup and handle, flag. Like, send it, baby. Send it. Some juicy liquidity at 75.9. Surely they'll have a nibble at that. It's a sign from your dad, man. Last thing my dad said is that thing loaded. You guys are stupid, man. That's funny. Cup and handle on the 1 hour base thoughts. I was listening to that live. Yeah, my shorts are fully closed now. The king of the 3%. I don't know what that means. Bang, bang, bang. That's the problem. It doesn't look too good to be true. I feel you. I miss my father as well. Might be a fake 3 candles, yeah. Finally got a pump there at 75,667, but then is it sustainable, man? This thing could really go on a massive tear, man, and go on some rippage. Then it could also come right back down to the bottom of the channel, go sideways before the bigger pump. So Better off to keep the stop way lower, like all the way down there. Like otherwise, it's just not, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I've been having bad luck with impulse on the live lately. I don't know why. I pray to God that I know somehow, some way I'm going to get back to awesomeness. I hit for the last few weeks very well, though, so it gets to me for sure. How do you know who Max Headroom is? I don't know. I've never heard of Max Headroom. I don't even know what he's saying. I'm not even going to repeat it because I don't know who it is. 15-minute attempting the model. Not really, no. That's not the model yet. It would have to consolidate, get closer to the 21 and get tight. We'd have to like really start to make a move there. Right? Strong resistance, yeah. Max, I don't know what. I don't even know what's going on. 1 hour engulfing candle, somebody says. 1 hour did just close a bullish engulfing candle, suggesting that we will continue further to the upside, but we may have to consolidate first beforehand. 1 minute is in the flag and suggests we should get a massive pump. Right? But we'll see, man. 1 minute it should suggest we should get a beautiful move here. Come on, baby. That's a beautiful bull flag. Send that puppy up to 76,200. Come on now. No more games. I'm the same as you, Sammy. I have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah. I've never heard of it in my life, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. I didn't watch a lot of TV. My dad didn't let me. I didn't see RoboCop. I didn't see Rambo. I didn't watch any of the videos the kids that I knew watched. Like, yeah. Is a fictional character played by actor Matt Fewer, advertised as the first computer-generated TV presenter. Yeah, I'd never seen it in my life. Never heard of it. Not once. I was 4 years old, so I guess it definitely was a past my time, you know. I never hear people really talk about it either. Right? Now you guys just taught me about something I never knew. Brooks running shoes for the flat-footed people is the most comfortable. You know, I see a lot of people loving those Brooks. Everyone's loving Brooks now. I see that a lot. Hoka and Brooks are like what all the old rich dudes are wearing. I can clap my feet, they so flat. Me too, man. I haven't seen my dad since he left for milk and never came back. That's so crazy. He said he was going to go out to the store for milk and just never showed up again? Like you literally, your dad said, I'm going to go to the store and just never came back? I'm a nobody, but I want to say you're a great person I admire and respect. I can proudly say you're a role model, something I have not had in years. God bless you, TM Hustling, man. Thank you. My wife was pregnant at the time of Matt Heron, so we call our daughter Minimal. You guys are crazy, man. Hey, Minimal, come over here. That's silly, bro. I still like the 90-90 New Balance. Me too, man. Those are hot. Can't beat those. New Balance are spot on, man. They really are. They're timeless. And they've recreated themselves so many times. Like, that's a company you want to pay attention to. Because they stand the test of time. They really do. Say, just didn't come back after we needed milk for some serial trauma. That's so crazy, bro. He didn't come back after we needed milk for some... Imagine you having cereal. Your dad said, I'm going to go get the cereal. I'm going to go get some milk for you. And just never comes back. I'd be devastated. I'm a softie. I would be devastated for the rest of my life. And then I would be angry. I'd say if I find that dude one day, I'm going to beat I would get angry, man. I definitely could get angry, bro. Like, you left me, my sisters, my son, my wife, and my mom all alone? Look, that's a double top right there. I don't know, man. Sketchy. Lost my dad a couple years ago. I miss him dearly. We ready to pump. It's one last time. My dad took me in a red wagon down the street. Took me back home. I was 4. Never saw him again till I was 12. Dude. He's making the think milk thing up. It's a meme. Okay. Yeah, very famous 3D cartoon from the 80s. I used to run 6 miles every day. Brooks only, fam. I have tested this out. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate that, man, from someone who actually jogs every single day, right? He's making this milk thing. You guys are great. It's the milk meme. Guys, I'm not into pop culture stuff. If it's not crypto or Twitter, I really don't know about it. I'm so focused with my time and energy. My mom left my dad to go to his best friend. Dude, that's crazy. Mine left when I was 2 weeks old. My stepdad is the one I call dad. Been there 35 years. God bless you, man. Laugh, cry, think, learn, love. This is the lifer way. Amen, man. Taking the milk joke seriously. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I didn't know the joke, bro. The last thing my father ever said to me was, you know how much I love you, don't you? That's awesome, man. Todd looks juicy on the daily and the weekly. I know, that's why I'm watching your back. God bless you, man. The first thing I saw my dad was when I was 7. He migrated to America in hopes of a better life. He left me and my mom behind, but always took care of us. Wow. That's crazy. Quick, hit the like button before it's too late and have yourself a blessed day. Thank you so much, man. Sam, all around the world, people are wearing on cloud shoes. On cloud shoes? Never heard of that. Another shoe. On cloud shoes. On running. On.com. On cloud. Oh, they look pretty nice. The cloud collection. Dude, I like this one here. This shoe is hot right here. I like the look. Oh, look at the moon. They got the moon there. And like a strawberry or something? Like strawberry moon or something? What is that? They charge an arm and a leg. Huh? They want to go hard, these people, with their on cloud. People loving these, huh? I like this right here. This is like, I don't know why. I just really like that look. All-day waterproof shoe for city strolls, light hikes, delivering comfort, super grip, and explorer style. Limelight Safari. Oh, the all gray is fresh too, though. The Geo waterproof. I'm a 10.5 or an 11, depending on the shoe. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm an 11, sometimes a 10.5. It really depends on the brand. That's why I'm weary, you know? It's like I really got to put the shoe on, right? To buy a shoe online is a little sketchy. Clouds are the best, but then Brooks are the best. Brooks Brothers, Brooks shoes. We were talking about Brooks all day. I used to play in a little Brook when I was a kid. Brooks running shoes. Ooh, look at that thing. But they look like corny, like that big, like they just look so corny, man. Those clouds look a little more official, I have to be honest. I'm definitely going to have to get the right shoe when I get back into walking again. The Ghost Max 3, which one did you like, though? There's so many different ones. The Ghost Trail, the Ghost Max L, all these different crazy shoes. That's some Park Ranger shoes, LOL. There are shoes that everyone wore in Dubai a few years ago. Now it's all around. It's Roger Federer's brand. We're losing the 1 minute Bart likely. It does look ugly. But remember, the bigger idea is that 50 minutes coming back to the bottom of the channel. Key is to just keep the stop below that 200, let it go. On cloud is poor quality over time. Squeaky shoes. Oh. Yeah, I need the Brooks. I keep hearing, and Hokas. I'm hearing people really like their Hoka shoes, right? C98 bounced back. So it bounced back. Kind of in like a bigger target now, but consolidating, just getting tighter. And it is showing signs that it wants to rip back to the upside. Altcoins and swaps, DeFis, all sorts of things are coming back a little bit. You need the Brooks, man. Running room fitted me, and I haven't looked back. Running room fitted me. What is that? I have cheap Anthem 6 Brooks. Cloud 6 is the model I love on Cloud. Nike 200 360 Bonero. Look that up. Super comfortable running shoe. 10 for 10 would recommend. Love my Hokas. See? If you have an Achilles issue, the Ultra will be the best shoes for you. It looks different, but it's economically the best. The Ultra shoe? You guys are like going to have me going all over the place here for shoes. They got them on eBay here. Huh? Ultra running. Extra 10% off your first order. Room for your toes. 0 to low drop. Interesting. Lace up for spring training. I just feel like when I come back strong on my Achilles, I like the brown and yellow kind of shoes. Those are cool looking. The beige there. These shoes are kind of ugly. I gotta be like, that's ugly as heck. Like, that's cool. I like that. That's a cool looking shoe. Kind of matches. Yeah, I like that. Oh, they got a bunch of colors. Lone Peak Gore-Tex. That's a cool looking shoe. I'll give that's fire. But it's a woman's shoe. How come the women get the cooler one? Anyway. Anyway, I'm going to wait like I usually do till Monday night to go extra hard. If I see something, I'll say something. But I usually kind of wait it out throughout the day. Look out for the elite traders. Look out for what I'm saying. I'll post a video or update you guys. Worked on a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio when he was doing filming. He changed, came back to the set before there was reverse shots, and he was dressed in his civvies wearing hookahs. That's funny, man. His civvies, civilian clothes, is that what you're talking about? Hookahs are ugly, but really good for running. Birkenstock will form to your foot as you wear them. Best shoe you will ever have for your feet. Thank you, man. Victor Solomon Air Max Pro. Just get them. They're amazing. Funny. Ask your podiatrist. You're funny. I'm an eBay top seller, right? I like Vivo barefoot. Yeah, I had Vivo barefoot shoes. Yeah. I have Vivo shoes. They're awesome. The Vivo barefoot shoe is official. Someone actually gave them to me for my birthday a few years back, man. I had them. I think I just got rid of them because they were just so old. But I had them for like 3-4 years. Let me show you these Vivo barefoot shoes. They're actually really awesome. And you can feel the ground in the shoe. Like, you know what I mean? I had one of these. These were really nice. Expensive shoes for sure, but they were really like when you walked, it helped my back because I could like feel the ground. Yeah, like these are different completely. Like you can feel the ground though. Rehab your feet in 12 weeks. The program for bunions, plantar fasciitis, and flat feet. Learn more. Really? Flat foot rehab program. Understated flat feet, alleviate symptoms, restore foot function, and build strength and resilience. I don't have any bunions, thank God. All right. Plantar fasciitis rehab. I see some people, their foot's going like way off to the right. Or their big toes pushing into their other toe. And it looks bad, right? Flat feet can be painful and limiting with their effective holistic treatments. Designed for anyone with flat feet. I don't have any pain from my flat feet. Like I love my flat feet. Like I have no issues. I'm actually super agile. I mean, I did get a sprained Achilles. I pulled my Achilles, but exercise for a living stable foundation. Build foot awareness. Establish foot-brain connection. Activate your muscles. Releasing tight tissue and start improving mobility and coordination. Targeting exercises. Phase 3. Exercise for progressing in strength. Got to work on the foot, huh? Anyway. 75,350 for Bitcoin. Looks like we're coming back down to the bottom of the channel here. I just want to see us do this. Get tight and break out later on. It looks like it's going to take a few hours. So, yeah, I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to sit and watch price action, let it do its thing. And then looks like somewhere around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock is when I'm going to actually decide to pay pretty much attention to this. 75,400 for Bitcoin. We still have the level above us. Hey, it looks like we could still get the pump, folks. It's not over just yet. All right. Sorry, I went a little extra over time. I didn't even realize it just kind of happens as I live stream. So I apologize for that. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. I got to jump on out of here for the day and rest my eyes. Have a good day. And while my pocket square is so outlandishly pushed out over here, I saw the dots. I just wanted a pocket square with dots. The red kind of popped a little bit with the gray. I thought it was interesting. Anyway, I love you all. I thank you so much for being here. I apologize for losing my 2 trades. It is what it is. It's been a struggle. It really has. And I'm going to get through this period with my capital, and I'm going to start posting massive gains. You're going to see it. Just have faith in the lifer, man, just like I have faith in myself. Good things are coming my way. Great things are coming my way. It's only a matter of time. I just got to stay positive. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you in the trading group. God bless everybody. Thank you so much. The secret to success is getting started. You're not going to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. We do this every single day. I'll see you tomorrow. God willing, keeps me healthy and safe. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you, dear Lord, for this opportunity that I was given today to be a live streamer and to influence the minds of men. And I hope I did a great job staying positive. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.